Hey everybody, John Foss. I am very excited because I'm talking to the one and only Vivica A. Fox. We're talking about the Black Cinema Collection, which is available right now on Tubi. Vivica, tell us all about this collection.
Oh my goodness. I'm so happy to be a part of Tubi. They're celebrating Black History Month, as you said. They have the Black Cinema Collection with over 30,000, not 30,000 movies
Wow.
and TV shows. Yes, and the beautiful thing about Tubi is that they are a free streaming service that you can get on Roku, iPhone, Amazon Fire TV. And guess what? It's like Fox on Fox. They've got some of my classic films, Two Can Play That Game, Mercenaries, Crossbreeds, and now my new TV shows that are streaming, which is like Cocktails with Queens, with Claudia Jordan, Lisa Ray McCoy, and Selena Johnson. And I've also got a new show that I'm hosting on Fox Soul called The Screening Room, where we give African American filmmakers an opportunity to present their short films.
I love it. Tell me what's your favorite movie or show that's part of the Black Cinema Collection?
Oh my goodness, they've got one with Idra Elvis and Beyonce that I just absolutely love, because to watch Beyonce, who's now just such a mega star at the beginning of her career, her and Idris, when they had this kind of like Fatal Attraction movie, I really like that a lot. And then, of course, not to be too partial, but my classic Two Can Play That Game is definitely a must watch movie for over the Valentine weekend.
What would you say is your favorite movie or show that you've ever been in your life?
My favorite? Oh gosh. Ooh. Can I name my top three? I've been in some
Yeah,
good ones.
definitely.
Okay.
Yep.
Independence Day, of course, because Independence
Yep.
Day literally, was just it changed my career. Two Can Play That Game and then set it off.
Awesome. So yeah, tell me about Independence Day. I mean, you just said it right there. That totally changed your career. You've been a huge star ever since. What was that experience like?
Well, I had to fight to get that part, to be very honest with you, because at the time I was on a soap opera. And I remember hitting my agent and saying, "Can I get an audition for Independence Day?" Because I had worked with Will on Fresh Prince of Bel Air. And they're like, "Oh, no, honey, you're just on a little soap opera. This movie is a $60 million film and it's going to be huge." And then I got a call a couple of weeks later. And thank God the producer, Bill Fay's wife, had saw me on Young and the Restless. And I got an opportunity. And for the audition, I had to audition 6 times, but I got the
Wow.
part, and yeah, and it's a classic.
Very cool. And you've had such a diverse career. I mean, Kill Bill, another huge success, but that's an extremely
Yes.
physical show. What was that like?
Well, honey, that was 6 months of training. Let me tell you that. QT, as you all know him, Quentin Tarantino, he really put us
Yeah.
through it because I was, my character was a trained assassin, and Vernita Green, AKA, should have been Black Mamba. It was a killer who then left that world and then was a mom. So Quentin put us through 6 months of vigorous training. And the fight scene, I did 95% of all of my fight scene except crashing into a
Wow.
glass table. But when I saw the film, I was so proud that we all trained because it was just killer fight scenes with women just kicking butt, and I loved it.
Yes, that's awesome. And I have to say, one of the best shows of all time, and you are amazing in this show. Curb Your Enthusiasm. Come on, that's a great show. what, what,
LD.
tell me about how did that happen, and tell me about that experience.
Okay, so really quickly, I had just did the show Dancing with the Stars and had been kicked off prematurely, in my opinion. And I was on my way, getting ready to head to the airport, and my agent hit me and was like, "Could you please, on the way, just stop by and do this quick audition?" I was like, "For what?" And she's like, "Curb Your Enthusiasm." I wanted to go and sip my pina colada and say, forget Hollywood for a second. So she said, "Please,
Yeah.
Vivica, it's improv. It's really easy. Larry David, it's huge. Curb Your Enthusiasm." So I said, "Okay, is there a script?" They said, "No, it's all improv." So thank God her husband was a huge fan of Curb Your Enthusiasm and said, "Just call him LD. I guarantee you, Vivica, whatever the subject matter is, if you call him LD, you're going to get it." And he was right. When I walked in the room to audition with Larry David, the first thing I said when we started doing the scene was, "What's up, LD?" And he was like, "No one's ever called me that." And then I landed in Turks and Caicos, got my pina colada, was sitting by the pool, and they said, guess what? You've got to come back. You got the part.
That's so amazing. Best show ever. And
Yeah.
one last question before I know you got to go. You were also on The Apprentice before President Trump was president. What was that like?
It's 5 weeks of my life that I'll never get back. It was a great experience. To be very honest with you, I did the show because at the time I had a lot of respect for Donald Trump as a businessman, and so I did the show to show people that I wasn't just, the calendar girl or the chick in the magazines and be concerned about my love life. That I'm a really good businesswoman, and I made it to the final three, and I raised a lot of money for my charity, Best Buddies.
I love it. All right. Well, Vivica, thank you so much. Twin Cities, you need to check this out. The Black Cinema Collection.
Yes.
It's on Tubi. Vivica A. Fox. Thank you so much for the time.
Appreciate that whole title. Hey.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
All right.
You're the best.
Happy Valentine's, you guys.